against America.
Shalom, Israel.
Because she has the name Humabadi, she might be a traitor?
She might be.
First off, I wanted to start by saying all praises to Yahawah, bahaSham, Yahawashi, bahaSham Rachah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. This is who I learned this truth from. Okay. Another double, shout out to the brothers out there in the highways and the byways that's preaching and teaching this truth and sincerity. Okay. Peace to all of y'all. All right. Peace to all the Akim. The topic for today, what I wanted to speak on was going to be about the how Esau, and the red Hebrew Edomites hold themselves not guilty, especially when it comes to the affairs of slavery. Okay, they talk very lofty about those things, as if that was a light thing to do. But you gotta understand, Yasha Alam, we are the apple of Yahawah's eye, and we weren't supposed to even drink of that cup of wrath. Okay, but because we were harlots, we played the harlots with other nations. Okay, as far as their gods are concerned, the Lord put us into captivity. Okay, but those damn demons, the red Hebrew Edomites, went above and beyond what was supposed to have been, a time of captivity. He went well above and beyond that. Okay, he murdered, he raped our women, some of our men too. Killed the babies, ripped them out of your stomach, right? Out of the stomach of the Akwat-Yam, right? And then, pretty much didn't give two craps about it, right? When you came into this, when we came off from slave ships, right? We came off wearing what? Chains, right? Our beards were shaved, and we were brought to a very low estate. The Lord humbled us tremendously, right? Right? Look at this, right? And he says he's not guilty for him doing, these things to us, right? All right. But I do have a video that I wanted to play for y'all, okay, showing the true nature of this damn devil, okay? The true nature and what he really feels when he thinks about these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? And without further ado,
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can't really say that.
They still had better lives here than they did back in Africa.
As slaves, they had better lives here.
There are some that would argue that. You can look that up. Their descendants, the descendants of those slaves, have much better lives here than the descendants of people who would have never gotten on those slave boats in Africa. And that's...
You heard what that damn demon said? That slaves, when they came to America, had a much better life than what they did when they were living in Africa, and that's a proven fact.
Provable fact, because we have given them all those freedoms.
Tell you what, you take a look at the media, these are the most dishonest people anywhere. These are the most...
You see what I'm saying? These damn demons think that it was something simple, like they had the God-given right, to abuse and to mutilate, okay, to disfigure Jacob. All right, and at the end of the day, he still holds himself not guilty. Let's go to Zechariah 11:4-5. Okay, Zechariah 11, starting at verse 4. Thus saith Yahawah, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter. All right. Okay, and that's what we, as a high priest and the men of Israel, that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be going out there to the highways and the byways, doing the videos, feeding the flock of the slaughter. Okay, whose possessors slay them, and who held us in possession? Who held us in possession? Who stole us? Right? And hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord. So why would they say, blessed be the Lord? They slay us, they abuse us, they hold themselves not guilty, and then they turn around and say, blessed be Yahawah, right? Blessed be the Lord for what? For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Okay, which is true. Our own shepherds didn't even pity us. Why? Because, during our Roman captivity, you find, some of our leaders were in bed with some of these, with the Romans. Okay? This is why they hung Yahawashi. They didn't want to lose their position that they had with Rome. Even when they knew that he was Yahawah, that Yahawashi was a representation of Yahawah. They knew that. And they still gave him up to be sacrificed. But ultimately it had to be done. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was ordained and foretold before time. Okay? Before the foundations of the earth, this was already ordained and called to be. All right? But he holds himself not guilty. Okay? And when we look through history and we look at the images, we see the different mutilations and the different atrocities that's been done during the time of slavery. And that's just during the time of slavery. Okay? All right? But the Lord, guess what? The Lord is going to pay their ass back for all the things that they've done to Israel. Okay? Let's go to Psalms 79. And I think starting at verse 6. Okay? It says, we'll start at verse 5. How long, Yahawah, wilt thou be angry forever? Shall thy jealousy burn like fire? Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place. Right, Khan. Okay? Especially during the time of 70 AD, when they raised the foundation of Jerusalem, right? And they brought it down till nothing was left. They devoured not only Jacob, but also his habitation. Okay? And the Lord says that he has a special gift for that ass, Esau. Okay? He has a special gift for you. All right? Jeremiah 10:25. Let's go into that because it's going to tell us a brief description about what the Lord is going to do to these damn heathens. Okay? Zephaniah 3. Actually, no. Let's go to Jeremiah 10:25. Okay? 10:25 says what? Pour out thy fury upon the heathen. Who are the heathens? Right? It was all the other nations outside the nation of Israel. Okay? Outside the temple. That know thee not, and upon the families that call not upon thy name. Because ultimately, everybody was created to worship Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Israel was put on top of all the nations, right? As kings and priests. To rule the earth. That's the way it was supposed to be in the beginning, but the Lord is going to bring it back. So when Esau loses his kingdom, Yahshua is going to come up right behind him, okay? Because the scripture says what? When the wicked rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and go to another scripture real quick. Zephaniah 3:8. Because what I'm trying to do is seal it in your brains. Okay? Don't let these devils don't think that these devils for 1 second love you in any kind of way. All right? If anything, they think that they're doing you a favor whenever they do anything nice for you. But that's why the scripture says, man, a gift destroys the heart, man. Okay? And we'll go into that in just a little bit too. But let's touch on Zephaniah 3:8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me. Okay, saith Yahawah, until the day that I rise to the prey. And who's the prey? Babylon. Okay? For my determination is to gather the nations. And that's what the Lord is doing now. He's gathering all these nations around the world. And he's getting them ready for war. That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation. Indignation meaning what? Righteous judgment. Even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Okay? And that's the day of the Lord. At the day of the Lord, the slain shall be many. I'm telling you. Which is why it's very important for us to start getting in line now. Because that demon, no matter that damn demon, when I say demon, I'm talking about that red Hebrew Edomite. That red dragon, he's never going to change his way. Matter of fact, let's go to this verse real quick. Ecclesiastes, I think it's Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Ecclesiasticus 12:10, it says what? Never trust thine enemy. Never, not for 1 second, not for 1 millisecond. Trust thine enemy. Why? Why should we trust our enemy? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And you know how iron rusts. When iron rusts, it just builds and builds. Rust doesn't go away until you cut it out, right? Or just cut it out. All right? And that's what the scripture is saying about Esau. It says never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. It increases. Okay? Though he humbled himself, with the soft voice, and the meek look on his face, right? And go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass. Meaning what? He's going to try to be humble and come crouching. And the fact that you're still looking at him for what he is, okay, he's going to realize, shit, he sees me for who I am. Damn, you know? And thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether been wiped away. Right. Because we're not looking, you know, especially me, I don't look at Esau with a sorrowful, or I feel sorry for you. Damn that. I look at you like you're my damn enemy. And at any given second, if I turn around, you're liable to stab me in the neck. Okay? That's how I treat the enemy. All right? But ultimately, man, the Lord's coming back to pay back. Let me see if there's any other scriptures that I can go into real quick. Okay. Oh yeah. No, I think I went over that verse. Well, that's all I have for now, Yahawah. With that, I want to say Shalom and a Baba Ball. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. bahaSham Rechach Hadash. You know, and Shalom.